Thanks, John, and thanks everybody, and pleasure to join this panel on this timely topic. Let me just I'll incorporate the response to that, John, in a very, very brief two basic points on developments in Armenia. Since I left in 2014, so much has happened. It's really quite amazing. I guess they cut out the dead wood at the embassy, and now there's lots of improvements since then, mostly improvements. But two basic things are happening in Armenia that I think we need to consider, and I hope it's important to everybody on this panel. First is on the internal side. Pashinyan elected pretty much free and fair 2018. Then the horrors of 2020 and the defeat, military defeat, and then he gets reelected in 2021. That's quite amazing that a democratically elected leader in a newly democratizing country is able to withstand a military defeat and get reelected in the next election. And that does demonstrate to me, at least looking at it from afar, that the Armenian people really are committed to this democratic road that they're on now. So that's my first sort of internal point. On the external side, and this is the key point that you just raised, my goal when I was there, and all U.S. ambassadors' goals when they're there, are to have Armenia lean west. And the idea was lean west. We weren't even thinking that they were going to turn away from Moscow and leave the CSTO and really try to focus on Brussels and Washington and Western capitals. So that's a hugely positive development that Pashinyan has taken this tough decision to move away from Moscow and to leave the CSTO. Armenia is obviously in a very dangerous neighborhood, and to not have a security guarantor didn't help them much in the last two wars. I got that. But to not have to cut yourself off from your security guarantor is a bold thing to do. And so I do think that we in the West, I'm not saying reward him, but we need to see Armenia as a partner on the democracy side and on the regional stability side, and do whatever we can, the U.S. and the EU, to continue to support them and to continue to push them in this direction. And I hope that on the private sector side, the NGO side, groups like Armenia Assembly and other groups, and U.S. government and the EU will continue to support Armenia and continue to push them in this direction that they're on now. So very positive development to leave the CSTO and turn away from Moscow. And now we need to continue to respond to that, we in the West, to demonstrate to the Armenian people that it's worth their while to look west.